Not every team that arrives at a World Cup comes to compete. Some come to survive. Some come to believe. Some come simply because they earned the right to be there, and that alone is enough. But then there are the others. The ones who do not walk into this tournament, they stalk into it, quietly, deliberately, with the kind of focused, almost predatory calm that tells you, before a single ball has been kicked, that they did not come here to participate. They came here to hunt. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has opened its doors. 48 nations have answered the call, but across 12 groups, spread across 3 countries and 15 cities, 4 teams have arrived carrying something the others do not, a combination of talent, structure, hunger and history so complete, so suffocating in its totality, that the rest of the field must ask themselves not whether these teams can be stopped, but whether anyone alive has the courage to try. These are the most dangerous teams at the 2026 World Cup. And danger in football is never loud. It is patient, it is inevitable, and it does not announce itself until it is already too late. France arrived in North America as the tournament's most complete killing machine. There is no other way to describe them. Under Didier Deschamps, Les Bleus have constructed a squad so deep, so layered with world-class talent at every single position, that opponents do not simply face a team. They face a system designed to dismantle them regardless of how they set up. And at the spearhead of that system stands Kylian Mbappé, the captain, the obsession, a player whose combination of raw pace, technical precision, and goal-scoring instinct has no genuine parallel in the modern game. He has already played in 2 World Cup finals. He already has a winner's medal from 2018. He already scored a hat-trick in the 2022 final, an act so extraordinary that it is still replayed in disbelief by people who watched it happen in real time. And yet Mbappé arrives in 2026 hungrier than he has ever been. The 2022 final ended in heartbreak despite his brilliance. That wound has not healed. It has simply been redirected, compressed into something cold and precise and deeply, deeply dangerous. Alongside him, Ousmane Dembélé provides a creativity that opposition defenders cannot track. Behind them, N'Golo Kanté, restored and relentless, controls the tempo of every match with the quiet authority of a man who has done this before and knows exactly how it ends. France landed in the tournament's strongest group, Group I, alongside Norway, Senegal, and Iraq, and they did not flinch. They expected it, because teams like France do not fear difficult draws, they use them. They are the standard against which every other contender must measure themselves, and right now, that standard is exceptionally high. But then there is Brazil. There is always Brazil. 5 World Cup titles, the most in history, and not one of them since 2002. A gap of 24 years that has calcified into something between frustration and fury inside the Seleção camp. Carlo Ancelotti, one of the most decorated club managers in the history of the sport, has taken the reins of the Brazilian national team and brought with him not just tactical sophistication, but a calm that this squad has desperately needed. Because Brazil's problem has never been talent. It has never been desire. Brazil's problem has been the weight of expectation, the crushing, almost suffocating pressure of representing the most football-obsessed nation on earth, and knowing that anything short of the trophy is considered failure. Ancelotti understands pressure. He has managed Real Madrid. He has won Champions Leagues. He has stood in the most hostile dugouts in European football and emerged victorious. And now he has Vinicius Jr., the most electrifying dribbler on the planet, operating as the focal point of an attack that also contains Rafinha, Rodrigo, and the extraordinary young Endrick, who carries in his feet a maturity that defies his age. Brazil landed in Group C alongside Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti, a group they are expected to win, and will. But the real question for Brazil is not whether they survive the group stage. The real question is whether Ancelotti can unlock something in this team that 24 years of hurt has locked away. Whether he can make them believe, truly believe, that the throne they once owned still has their name on it. Spain enter this tournament as the official #1 ranked team in the world, and with Lamine Yamal, even managing a groin injury that limited his involvement in the opening group matches, they carry a weapon so young and so devastating that other nation scouts have been filing reports on him since he was 16 years old. La Roja, under Luis de la Fuente, have rebuilt the Spanish Empire on a foundation even more terrifying than the Tiki-Taka dynasty of 2010, because this time they have pace, they have verticality, they have a teenager who can change the outcome of any match in a single touch, and a squad built around him with the kind of collective intelligence that Spanish football has always produced but rarely combined with this level of individual brilliance. Group H pairs them with Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde, manageable in theory, but football has never been played in theory. What Spain possess that most other contenders lack is identity. They know exactly who they are and exactly how they want to play. And when a team of this quality finds that kind of certainty, they become exceptionally difficult to dislodge. And then there is Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, 41 years old, playing his sixth and final World Cup, carrying the full emotional weight of a nation, desperate to give its greatest player the ending he deserves. But beyond the narrative, beyond the farewell, and the legacy and the extraordinary symmetry of a career closing on this stage, Portugal are genuinely dangerous for reasons that have nothing to do with sentiment. Bruno Fernandes conducts an attack of breathtaking creativity. Bernardo Silva operates in spaces other midfielders cannot see. Ruben Dias anchors a defense that has conceded almost nothing in competitive football for 2 years. And Ronaldo, even at 41, even in the final act of a career built on the relentless, almost theological pursuit of greatness, is not here to stand and applaud. He is here to score. He is here to win. Group K places them alongside Colombia, the most significant challenge in their group, with Portugal and Colombia expected to contest one of the most compelling group stage matches of the entire tournament. Both should advance. What happens after that is where the real reckoning begins. 4 teams, 4 different kinds of danger. France are dangerous because of their depth, because you cannot prepare for them by stopping one player when they have 11 who can hurt you. Brazil are dangerous because of their hunger, because 24 years of waiting produces a pressure inside a squad that eventually has to explode outward. Spain are dangerous because of their clarity, because a team that knows exactly what it is doing and has a generational talent to execute it is almost impossible to disrupt. And Portugal are dangerous because of their desperation. The beautiful, ferocious desperation of men who understand that this is the last time, that the clock is no longer simply ticking. It is striking, and the only acceptable response is to run toward it. The group stage will answer some questions and bury others. Some of these teams will stumble. Perhaps one will fall entirely, consumed by the pressure, or undone by injury, or simply caught on the wrong night by a team with nothing to lose. That is what makes this tournament what it is. That is what the World Cup has always been. Not a coronation, but a crucible. Not a celebration of the expected, but an arena where the expected is routinely, magnificently destroyed. But right now, in these opening days, these 4 teams cast the longest shadows. They are the hunters in a field full of prey, moving with quiet and terrible purpose through the early rounds of a tournament they all believe belongs to them. Only one of them can be right, and the rest of the world, sitting in living rooms and bars and stadiums from Sao Paulo to Seoul, gets to watch them find out. Tell me, which of these 4 do you believe walks out of North America as champion? Which team frightens you the most? Leave your answer below. And if this is your first time finding legacy on pitch, stay close, because this tournament is only just beginning to reveal what it is.